Welcome back, guys, to the A.J.I podcast. If you're not already following, please do, and share this with all of your friends, your family, your sisters, your brothers, your cats, your dogs, your neighbors, uncles, and we'll get right into the episode. So again, I'm here with my wife.
Hello.
How has your week been, huh?
It was good. Lots of work. Work.
Struggling work.
Oh, yeah.
Lots of...
Losing people left and right.
Yeah. They're making it real hard for us to stay there currently.
Oh, yeah. It's a struggle right
It's
now.
getting really out of hand.
And we've been there the longest, so they rely on us quite a bit, and it's almost getting harder and harder as we lose more and more people.
Yeah. All right, so today I've got a little...
Wait.
What?
How's your week been?
Oh, mine is about the same as yours, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just work.
And more work.
And a little Rocket League, a little Fortnite, and more work.
Some Fortnite.
Yep. All right, so what I was going to say is I've got a little game for us to play.
I'm scared.
And it's going to be like just a simple knowledge game. I want to refresh your knowledge, if you know what I'm saying.
That's scary because I've been out of school for the last 4 years. And I work in a kitchen, so...
So I'm going to pull up just a list of questions. Just like some,
Are you smarter than a fifth grader type of questions?
Yeah, so let me pull that up real quick. And honestly, I don't think I'm going to do very well.
You'll do better than me. You were in school. You were learning a lot, I feel. Or at least more than me, because you were getting taught every day, and I go to work and come home. Hang out with friends.
So this is on scarymommy.com.
No way.
Yeah.
Me too.
This was the first thing that pulled up, and looks like it has good questions. So, all right. I'll ask you 10 questions, and then you'll ask me 10 questions. All right.
Okay.
So, if I have 5 apples and you have 4 apples, how many more apples do I have?
1.
Nice. Good job.
Okay.
Nice and easy. How many states made up the United States before Alaska and Hawaii joined?
48.
All right. What makes a square a square? Come on. You got this.
The right angles?
No.
I don't know.
Because a rectangle can have right angles.
Oh, well, what makes a square a square? It's every side is the same length?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That seemed... The questions sound harder than they are, if that makes sense. Like, maybe not that one. My brain wasn't braining.
All right. What is 384 rounded off to the nearest 10th? Or the nearest 10?
380?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. How many questions has that been?
Oh, Lovey. I think that was 4.
Okay.
That was 4.
I
totally just smacked the mic on my lip, but that's fine.
Let's see. Next one. What's a good one? These are all really too easy, honestly. All right. So those questions were a little too easy, so I'm going to mix up. I'm going to fatherly.com. All right.
Oh, wow. The name of these websites are funny.
All right. What do you call a baby goat? What is a baby goat's general name?
I don't know.
A kid.
Really?
Yeah. Name a mammal that can't jump.
That can't?
Cannot.
Mammals like, that's out of water animals, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Not reptiles. Generally have fur.
Okay, so... Wow, I'm really gonna make myself sound so dumb in this episode. But, that can't jump?
Yeah.
Is it big or small? Or is there multiple?
There's multiple.
What?
Honestly, some of these surprise me. Like, I never really thought of them, but...
Is horse one?
Horses can jump. You seen like horse competitions? They're like jumping over stuff.
Duh. Okay. I don't know. Every animal I'm thinking of can jump.
All right. So we got elephant, sloth, a hippo,
Brother,
or a rhino.
no way.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Oh, this one's an interesting one. I honestly don't think I even knew it before now. What's a group of crows called?
Crows.
A murder.
What?
Yeah, apparently.
This
one's easy.
It would be.
No, no.
It would.
One.
No, not, no. I'm saying it would be. Because aren't they like it's scary to come across crows? Isn't that the bird where it's just like bad energy or whatever?
I guess.
Do you know what I'm saying? And they like, like they circle like haunted houses and stuff. Is that the same bird?
Stereotypically, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying like that is like, that's the bird, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What bird lives in Antarctica and cannot fly? It should be easy.
Flamingo?
What?
They can fly.
They don't live in Antarctica.
Oh, I don't know where flamingos are from.
A penguin, babe. It's a penguin.
They're birds?
Yes. It's a penguin.
I knew this would be such a bad idea. We're going to get so many comments like, I think your wife needs to go back to school. And guess what? Every one of those comments, you're right.
Okay.
Our penguins they're not only in Antarctica, are they?
Yeah,
unless it's a zoo?
They're native to Antarctica.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. All right. What's the largest bird in the world? Come on. Come on. You got this.
Largest bird in the world?
Yeah.
Is it a flamingo?
No.
Oh, an eagle?
No. This one can't fly either.
Oh my.
And they have really long necks. And
giraffe. No, I'm just kidding. No. I know that's not a bird.
And supposedly they stick their head under the ground when they're scared.
Oh.
Yeah? You got it?
What are they called? Hold on. Don't help me because then I feel like you're thinking, I'm saying, what are they called? And you could say, yeah. Just let me think of it. Hold on.
Okay.
Is it, You ever been to Scipio?
What does this have to do with the question?
Because they have a like a small little zoo, and they have that specific.
But what is it called? Starts with an O.
Ostrich.
There you go.
Have you ever been to Scipio though? And like their little zoo they have.
Yeah.
They have like ostriches and like I don't know. That's all I really know that's there.
How do snakes smell?
With their tongue.
Good job. Good job. What is the largest organ in the human body?
Skin.
Good job. All right. We'll stop that there, and it'll be my turn. Just scroll down until you find...
Let's forget the first half of this episode and remember this half of the episode, okay? I'm just kidding. Forget what I said. This question, did you just see it though?
The one that was already on the screen?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You seen it?
I probably don't remember it though. Not gonna
Well,
lie.
it's easy. True or false, there is gravity on the moon?
True.
Negative. There's no gravity on the moon.
There is a gravity on the moon, or else if you were to jump, you'd just keep going off into space. The moon has gravity.
True or false, there's gravity on the moon? Answer false.
That website is false. There's no way. Like, there's 100% gravity on the moon. Because you seen, like, those videos where it's, like, gravity on the Earth versus gravity on the moon? And, like, everything falls down slower.
Look, here's the thing.
Like,
I'm going to make a new page, and we're going to look this up on Google, because I feel like...
Because there is 100% gravity on the moon.
Sorry, guys. I'm going to look this up, because now I'm curious. I feel like I've heard it that there's not, though.
No, there is. See? The
gravitational field moves with the moon and exerts an attractive force on anything that wanders into the field. However, the field on the moon is much weaker than the field on Earth. So there is...
Exactly. I don't know what was up that website.
I don't know. A 180-pound person on Earth would weigh only 30 pounds on the moon because the moon's weaker. It has gravity, just weaker than Earth's.
Yeah.
So, okay. What is the name for the holes on the moon's surface?
Craters?
Yeah.
Tight.
Correct. A lunar eclipse. Oh, you know what?
What?
This is only easy because it just recently happened. A lunar eclipse occurs when the Earth is between the moon and what else?
When the Earth is between the moon and the sun?
Yeah, the sun.
Yeah.
What body part continues to grow throughout your entire body? Your entire life.
Your ears?
And?
Nose?
That's crazy that no one has a gigantic nose on their face if it keeps growing. It's so weird to think that your whole body gets to a point of, like, you're fully grown, I guess.
Yeah.
But tell me how your ears and nose don't look like an elephant. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
It's crazy.
So what if you got your ear cut off? Would you grow another ear back at some point?
Probably not, because they have to sew it back on if you lose it, like people that fight.
Yeah, that fight.
Like wrestling or like...
They don't get their ears torn off.
No, but have you ever... Like, there's been really bad accidents where...
Well, yeah, like cauliflower ear? They're like ears?
No, where people have literally had, like, it split open or whatever. They still have to sew it back, you know?
I see.
Continue growing it by itself. What kind of trees have cones?
Cones? Is it... pine trees?
No. I'd never guess this.
Cones. What do you mean by cones?
The answer is conifers.
Conifers? Interesting. Never heard of that tree, honestly.
Same. Well, I don't think you're going to get this one. And if you do... Dang. What is the largest living organism in the world?
Is it an animal?
No.
Organism. Living organism. Is it a plant?
I'll just tell you. It's a honey mushroom in Oregon.
What? Huh.
What if we're, like, just giving out wrong answers right now because we think they're right because we've never heard of them?
Probably.
How many seasons are there in a year? Bonus points for naming them all.
4. Summer, fall, winter, spring.
Good job. What do biologists study?
The way that living things
It's one word.
work. Huh?
It's one word.
Life.
Yeah.
Got it.
Who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
Yeah. Where's the White House located?
Washington, D.C.
Where's the Eiffel Tower located?
Paris, France. I've been there.
Who was the first African American president of the United States?
Barack Obama.
What country invented the ice cream sundae?
Ooh. Germany.
No.
What's the first letter?
You.
Uruguay.
No.
United States.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
The United States. What is another name for the 4th of July holiday?
Independence Day.
How many questions have I asked? Quite a few, but they're all really easy.
They are really easy.
Kinda.
Looks like we're not too dumb.
Who painted the Mona Lisa?
Oh, what's his name? I know who it is. Give me 1 second to remember his name. For whatever reason, I'm drawing a blank. But,
I'll give you the first letter.
alright.
L.
Leonardo da Vinci.
Yeah.
Got it.
What country gifted the United States the Statue of Liberty?
Paris or France. Yeah.
In what year?
1860s.
1885.
Oh.
How many states did the U.S. start with?
32?
13.
13. You ask me anything about history, and I'm probably not going to get it. History was such a bad subject for me.
Mine was science. I sucked at science.
I like science, but I was never really good at it.
I don't like science because why do we need to know how many atoms there are?
In high school, did you ever raise those sea monkeys?
No, I see them all over TikTok.
And
though.
you
and I
cut them in half,
too.
and then you put them back in the.
Cut them in half.
Maybe I'm thinking about a different thing.
I don't think you cut. No, because sea monkey.
It must have been
Unless
some other.
I'm wrong. I watch it on TikTok, and it's like water in a little container. You pour in like a powder that turns into these living creatures, and they grow, but usually they die quickly.
Yeah, but I think what I'm talking about, they weren't sea monkeys, but like in my biology class in high school, I think it was like 11th grade. Yeah,
I don't think I ever took biology in high school.
We had this
Unless that's just
lab.
science.
We had this lab where we had like these little cups of like water or something like that, and we had this little tiny, like super tiny animal. And we cut it in half, and then we put it in the water, and the lab was to show that this organism is able to like duplicate if you were to cut it in half, you know? So like if you cut yourself right down the middle, you would grow to like another version of you with each half of your body.
Yeah, I never heard of that.
No?
Mm-mm. That almost sounds kind of traumatizing to physically do, though. Like, was there any kids that were just like, no?
It looked like literally just a little stick.
Oh.
Like the tiniest. It was like a miniature pill-shaped something or other. And we got like a little knife, cut it in half, and then put it in the water. And then like we came back the next week, and then like both of them were swimming around in the water.
I want to know what it is now, because now I'm so curious. And you know what? You know what it reminded me of when you started saying that story? It reminds me of those, like, they were always at Dollar Tree. It was like, say it was like a snake, and you'd put it in water for like a couple days, and it would grow bigger. That's what it reminded me of for some reason. And then you said pill shape. You'd get these little pills. The same thing.
Oh, and they would turn into little sponges?
Yes.
Yeah.
And you also could get those from Dollar Tree. Those were the
freaking, those towels that were like really compressed.
They still have them. Yeah. And then you go put them in water and they grow.
We should get some of those, but it's like a really thin, crappy towel.
Yeah. And see, that's the stuff that entertained me as a kid. And nowadays, like, these kids need a iPhone to
have
fun or be entertained.
It's bull crap. Speaking of like animals and stuff like that, allergies.
Oh my gosh.
Should not exist.
No.
I think is the stupidest thing ever. Because I'm allergic to you name it. I'm allergic to it. Yeah. I swear.
If it has hair.
Yeah.
Even without hair. Like, you're literally allergic to, like, cat saliva. Like, that's crazy.
See, cat hair, dog hair, somehow...
Literally
hamster hair. Horses, I get some allergies from.
I'm not allergic, but I guess I'm not allergic, but I do have, like... I hate having cat hair on my body.
Me too.
It's a pet peeve of mine, but I love cats.
Me too.
I love cats.
I really want to get like a Sphinx, but I feel like even then, if we got it, I would still be allergic to it somehow.
Their saliva.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
You keep running out of breath talking.
Yeah.
Yapping. Mm-hmm. That's how I feel when I'm training people at work. I just yap.
Yeah, for real.
Water. Yap. You know.
Hey, my mouth's dry. I'm thirsty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't really like training people. Because, like, I just end up yapping my own ears off. Trying to teach them how to do stuff.
That's, you know what, my yapping happens when you get home from work.
Your yapping happens?
Oh, yeah. Because I'll sit there. Literally, I get off work and he goes in. Like, we work opposite shifts. I'll go in from, in the morning. And he goes in right when I get off. And I literally come home and I lay in bed or sit in bed, not do really anything. And scroll through TikTok, watch YouTube, do my little crafts here and there if I want to. But like all of a sudden when you get home, everything happened while you were at work. Yeah, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do not a thing.
We had really big news pop up. We're not going to say it or even hint to what it is, but we had really big news happen in these past couple days, which is really awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't wait.
Me either. Eventually, we'll be able to say what it is, but right now,
yeah,
it's not the time. But
and it's probably not relevant to majority of the people listening, but it's exciting to us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Favorite. I'm not going to say anything because I'll get into it more than I should, and I can't. So.
Right, I want to go off on a little other tangent here about lucid dreaming and like dreams in general, because I've had my own weird experiences with dreams, and like I feel like there's gotta be more to it than just your brain making stuff up.
Right. I cannot lucid dream.
Like you've heard of prophetic dreams?
Never.
No? Or like you have a dream and like it comes to reality.
Well, isn't that just deja vu?
No. Like that one time where me and you, we were taking a nap and I woke up and I told you about a dream that I had. And what the dream was is that I was standing in my parents' driveway and like all of my mom's relatives and stuff like that were standing in the driveway and they were all sad and stuff like that. And I immediately knew that there was something wrong with my mom's dad, my grandpa.
And at the time, I mean, he wasn't at his best. He was definitely not doing
like
too good.
He had dementia and stuff like that, but like he was doing fine, like as of what we knew. Like he wasn't the best, but he was doing fine. But then I woke up and I told you about this dream, and we decided to go upstairs.
Was that a lucid dream though, or is that just a dream you just had?
That was just a dream.
Okay.
Yeah. So after that, we decided to go upstairs for like a snack or whatnot.
This is like for more context, this was back when we first not started dating, but we were maybe maybe a year in, a little over a year in, and we were not living together because we were not. I was still 16, 17, and you were 17, 18, and we were hanging out at your mom's house. So that's just for more context for people listening.
And so we walk upstairs, and as soon as we get to the top of the stairs, my mom comes up to me, and she says, "Hey, I just got a call, and your grandpa's not doing well, and he's on a really big decline in health. And, like, he doesn't have very much longer to live." And, like...
Our minds were blown.
Yeah.
Like, we looked at each other like, what?
Like, call it a coincidence or whatever you want, but, like, that was wild. Like,
devastating that it was almost immediately came to reality, you know? Because, like, you had those dreams, and then, like, I guess, is that what you would call deja vu? Is like, you'd have a dream and be like, I've been here. I guess that's not really...
Yeah, deja vu is like a...
Not a dream. It's like you've been there before.
Yeah, it's like when like events happen and you feel like it feels familiar. That's like deja vu.
Yeah.
And like I've had these other experiences where it feels like deja vu, but it's not, you know?
Yeah, because I'm wondering, because you have that one dream of where we currently work.
Yeah, that's what I was about to talk about.
Yeah, go into that, because that one was crazy too.
So I had a few dreams like that. So how those dreams would go, I would be in a certain setting and there would be people around me, but they would be like shadow figures in a way. So like as if I didn't know who they were. But then come to find out, those events happened in the same way of how I dreamt it. But, like, of course, they're, like, actual people around me. And so there's this one dream that I had where I was working...
In a kitchen.
Yeah, in the back of a kitchen. And these two dark, shadowy figures came up to me. And, like, I was talking to them, like, as if they were, like, really good friends and whatnot. And come to find out, like...
We ended up, when we started working there, obviously, you started in the kitchen. I started... front of house.
Yeah. And so like, yeah, the dream was like, I was prepping in the back of the kitchen, and the two people that came up to me were our friend Jacob, and I can't remember who the other person was.
But it was like deja vu, right? Like you're like, oh my gosh, I've been here, and now this black figure is you.
Yeah.
Like
this shadowy figure that I had seen, like it's now filled in, and it's him. So
same setting and everything as was it a dream?
Huh?
It was a dream that you had?
Yeah.
Yeah. Same setting, same was it same conversation even? Or do you not really remember that?
It was just like the actions that were taking place that I remember. My legs all hurting. All right.
Such a nice futon, but man, this thing can get uncomfy.
Yeah. I want to like move this over there and like put it at a little angle. And then put that big, like, comfy lazy boy here.
Well,
and then, like, put this kind of, like, in the middle between us.
And eventually I feel like we should, like, because I'd love to move this to YouTube eventually.
Yeah.
You know, so that they can get to know who we are
and
actually see us. Because I'm a really big, like, I really enjoy watching a podcast if I can.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
It gives me more insight on the whole episode. I'm like, oh, that's what they did in that part of the episode where you're only listening and you can't see. Especially them like trying a new food or their reaction to something, and you're like, man, I wish I could have saw that.
Yeah. That's why, like, yeah. I want to do that eventually for sure, but I just feel like that we need to set up the room to
that's what I was gonna say
better.
Is like a chair for each of us.
Yeah, I want a chair and then a desk.
Yeah.
Because I want to, like
a
have
comfy
us be
chair.
able to sit across from each other on the desk, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Or like a table, not a desk. I guess maybe we could do a desk if it was just like side to side, but I don't know. Anyways, back to the...
Sorry, that was a little
dream thing. So then we have the lucid dreams, okay? So I was, I don't know, I guess you could say like practicing in a way. And so, like, I was never able to lucid dream, like, at night when I'm sleeping. But I would be able to do it, like, during the day when I was taking naps, you know?
Which is so crazy because I like, how do you practice it, you know? Like, there's so many people that try, even like Kaylee. I remember your sister, Kaylee.
Yeah, she was like trying to practice it.
Yeah, and there's so many things that she had found that may help, and she'd try it, and she's like, this don't work.
Yeah.
And you're over here like, yeah, lucid dream.
I guess what I would be doing, I would be like, right before like I started falling asleep, I would say to myself, like, I'm dreaming, I can do whatever I want, I'm dreaming, and just kind of put that like image in my head basically until I fall asleep. And then like I would get thrown into a dream and then realize it's a dream and then start doing what heckin' ever, you know? Like teleporting around, making things just spawn in. I don't know, just weird stuff. And so like I would be doing this quite often and just messing around with lucid dreaming. And there was this one day where I had gotten home from school and I lay down to take a nap.
College or high school?
College.
Was it here? Oh, it was here. Huh?
Yeah.
Our current house.
Yeah. And so after I lay down, trying to go to sleep, just taking a nap, and like my dream starts off like all of my other lucid dream trips, and I'm doing whatever and whatnot, and then all of a sudden, I feel like I guess a heavy feeling, and it felt like I was no longer in control of my dream, and like nothing was going the way that I planned it to. I was trying to do stuff the way that I wanted, and nothing was happening. And then all of a sudden I felt like I can't say this for certain because no one was home, no one heard anything, like no one was around, okay? And
you were asleep.
Yeah, and I was like laying on my like side stomach-ish or whatever. And I swear to you, I felt something grab my foot, yank it off the bed, and then throw it back on the bed. And then right after that, I swear I stood up on the bed, yelled something, and then laid back down.
I wonder if it was like a sleep paralysis.
But like that's not like any of the symptoms of what sleep paralysis
you hear too are just not
is. Like sleep paralysis, you hear all the stories where like they can't move and
or
they're
there's always
seeing
a black
something.
shadow and they like, can't scream or get out of it. Like they literally just have to live through it until it's over.
Mm-hmm. And like another main thing for sleep paralysis, a lot of people see like an old lady and stuff like that. That one creeps me out. Heebie-jeebies. But yeah, so when I finally woke up, I was just so shaken, and like I was
in that moment. Did you just want to leave the house? That's how I would have felt.
Yeah, like
even if I didn't have to, because you had to go right to work after that. And
yeah, I was so dazed. I was so shaken. I was like.
You came to me, and it's always like
what the heck? Like, what the heck was that?
Yeah, and every time we swap, like, so, like, when I'm getting off and you're getting on, I wait for you to get there, obviously, because I have to.
Mm-hmm.
And then we, say our hi and goodbyes, and then go on with the day. But that day you came in, and I was like, it's always like when he comes in, or whenever we swap the shifts, or, it's always a really big smile, hug, like, how was it today? Have a great night. Love you. See you at home. Or see you when you get off.
Yeah.
This day you walked in and you were just like, I didn't get a hi. You didn't even really look at me. And I was like, are you okay? And you were like, no. Because
like that was the only thing that was going through my mind. I was like, why did that happen? Why do I feel so shaken? Like I was just so speechless on what it was.
You know, it's so crazy. I know they couldn't hear it, but that sound that we just like heard, I don't know. I don't think this house is quote unquote haunted.
I don't think so either, but we'd be hearing some weird noises here.
Yeah, like at the beginning of this episode, literally, we were talking. I bet you it's even like a little silent part because we both heard it. Something, and we're home by ourselves right now. We do have a roommate, but he's not here. And a big pop happened, and we kind of looked at each other and just kind of shrugged it off. But
yeah,
we are home alone in one singular room.
There's sometimes where, like, I swear, it's never when other people are in the house, but when someone's here alone, you almost hear footsteps above our room.
Yeah, and we
like,
don't have.
We have an attic, but it's like filled with insulation and all that.
Yeah, I almost said we don't have an attic, but we for sure do. Where is it? Garage?
I think you can access it through the laundry room and the garage. Yeah, but so weird.
It is.
Didn't we even
see it? Like, what's that sound?
I have no idea.
See, there's a current sound happening, but it kind of sounds like it's outside.
Yeah. A little creepy.
I don't know. See, wait.
I don't know.
Sounds like water or something.
Huh.
I don't know.
All right.
Besides the point, there's just a lot of, especially when you're home alone. I love being home alone. Don't get me wrong, but I have to have like a music, YouTube video on full blast.
Yeah.
The whole time I'm
because
home.
Like once you hear something, you just start getting paranoid about it.
Then you start hearing stuff that's probably not even making a sound.
Yeah, and you're just making yourself think like you're hearing something. All right, back to my lucid dream story. So after all those things happened, I decided to call my mom like the next day and tell her about this because my mom's like a very, very spiritual. She's very wise, and like she works with like a lot of energy and stuff like that and whatnot. But anyways, so I asked her, I was like, so this happened to me, and like it completely shook me out of my boots. Okay. And so she was like, okay, so
I don't even think I've heard this. I didn't know you called your mom.
Yeah. I think I did it right when I got back home or something like that. But so she was like, all right, so ground your feet to the floor. Like, doesn't matter where it is, but then like just meditate and connect yourself. Just focus on like getting rid of all that bad energy and all that. And so
did you do so?
Yeah.
Did you do it? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But then the thing is, right, like after that, I attempted to like lucid dream over and over and over again, and it never worked. I have not been able to lucid dream ever since that day. What? Yeah.
So maybe it just wasn't the wise thing to do in the moment.
I don't know. It was so weird. And like,
yeah, that is crazy because you would
so unexplainable.
You'd always tell me like, oh yeah, I lucid dream, like, oh, I was flying, I was a superhero, you tell me your fun ones, and yeah, I guess I haven't realized it, but you haven't told me like, oh yeah, I was lucid dreaming.
Yeah, it's really weird, so unexplainable. Yeah, crazy stuff. See, I feel like there's just so much more to dreams than like we know, other than like past the fact that like it's just our brains coming up with stuff.
Yeah, which is so crazy because I don't normally remember my dreams. Like I'll remember it for like 2 seconds when I wake up, and then I'm like, I'll say it in my head to be like, oh, I kind of want to tell Andre that dream. Mm-hmm. But the only 2 kind of dreams I remember is you cheating on me and
of course those would be the ones that you remember.
And for whatever reason, every so often one of our family members decide to...
You only remember the bad dreams for whatever reason.
One of our family members usually pass away in my dream, and then I wake up and I'm like scared to even fall back asleep at that point. because I'm like, I don't want to go back into it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And just the bad dreams that really stick with me, but yeah, I've never been able to lucid dream or ever attempted to.
Yeah. You know, so we're getting close to the Halloween seasons, and I feel like in some future episodes we should talk about some scary stories, just some like Reddit scary stories.
Okay.
Would that be fun?
Yeah.
At some point?
Or even like maybe some of our own if we've had any. I'd have to think back, but
I feel like you have some good ones.
I do have a story. We'll save it, but
I mean, we got time. Why not?
But it's
we'll do more. We'll do some we'll do some Reddit stories.
Big story for a Halloween episode. I feel like I want to save if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll just do like a whole episode.
I almost said series.
We'll talk. We'll do some like Reddit stories next episode, and then after like a few of them, then you'll share your story. You know.
Yeah, and have you ever had like a big story like that?
Not that I really know of.
You've never had a scary experience like no one would believe you if you said it? Because that's my story.
Other than my lucid dream experience. Other than that, not really.
Like that story is going to be like everyone listening. It would be unbelievable like how this girl came up with that story, but it's so real.
Yeah.
It so happened.
Remember Finn was talking about one time that like there was like a shadow figure, like a tall man in like a trench coat that him and his brothers had seen, and like it just disappeared. I don't know the entire story, but like it's pretty wild. Mm-hmm. Pretty wild to hear. I don't know, like in like the paranormal and stuff like that, I feel like I go skeptical. Like, I'm skeptical of it.
Oh, me too.
I don't completely believe in it until something shows me hard proof of it, you know?
Right.
But, like, I'd like to think that there's some weird, whack stuff out there, you know? Because there's been so many people's experiences to, like, I mean, take their word with a grain of salt and stuff like that, but there's been so many stories and experiences that people have shared that put so much weight on the fact that, like, that stuff's real.
Right, like and my story.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. Like, I would love to come encounter, like, something like that, but also it's scary.
That's really bad energy. Like, I don't think you'd ever...
Not, like, something, like, bad or whatnot, because, like... How many people have died because of a ghost?
Right.
You can't really name anybody.
But it's the fact of no matter what, it's not like you're going to feel happy hearing these sounds or experiencing these things. You're always going to have like a scared, like timid, like, oh my goodness, what was that?
Yeah.
Type of feeling, you know? So, but I see what you mean. So you can be like, okay, I can relate.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I want
to be shaken real. Out of my boots and see something. But it'd be really scary.
But I never saw anything.
Yeah.
Well, I did. We'll get into it next episode or whatnot. But
yeah,
it's a good story. Not for that time, but it's like it's a good story to tell. Yeah.
Today was a little bit of a shorter episode, but we still really hope you guys enjoyed it.
Yeah, we didn't have a certain thing to talk about. I feel like we kind of just jumped from one thing to the other, but it was...
Yeah, I just kind of wanted to just switch up from the really long stories and just kind of bounce around a little bit this episode. Mm-hmm. You know, try something new, but
we'll get into all them scary stories starting in October.
That'd be fun. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for that. But... put down in the comments, just let us know. Do you guys have any scary stories?
Yeah.
Any paranormal encounters?
Or even just leave some comments just asking us questions. Get to know us more. We'd love to answer any questions you guys have. You can even maybe something you want to hear from us. Just leave that in the comments or whatnot.
Yeah, so again, share this podcast with everybody you know, and we will see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.